Neptune, how did you find my channel?
I found your channel when you commented on one of my montages back when I had 61 subs and you became my 62nd sub. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to check this guy out and just view his content. And from there, I just really enjoyed the content that you were posting and uploading. And when I see you go live, I would try to join in and stay there and just talk, have a conversation, try to build friendships through networking on YouTube.
Yeah, is that something that's important to you?
I feel that that is something that's very important to me because when you're doing any type of content on social media, whether it's graphic design or making YouTube videos or music, I feel like it's important to network with other people so you're not just kind of alone and it's not like your content is going into a stalemate. And yeah, I just feel like it's very important because it could help like bounce ideas off of each other and collaborate together and make videos together or music, depending on what part of the social media industry you're in. So yeah, it's very important to me.
Have you met new have you met new people that you've become friends with in this space?
Oh, 100%. I would say that I've met tons of amazing people here. For example, I've met you, I've met Grim, Twitch XT, and his buddy Chef. I just met a lot of cool people here. Fatal, and it really like helps me to see like all of these guys supporting me, and like I know that if I ever have any like hard time like coming up with an idea for content, that I can ask those guys um, for some ideas and some like help to like get the creative juices flowing and come up with a good video idea.
Some might say that you're pretty good at Apex. Some, I don't know who they are, but some might say you're pretty good. How long have you been playing?
Let's see. I started playing season 1, and I think I stopped playing around until season 5, and then I took a long year's break to kind of play like Call of Duty and many other games. And it wasn't until season 14 when it was about to end for me to get back into Apex. And when I did, I really enjoyed it. And that was like the first time I started playing ranked too. And that was like when I first hit plat. And that was a very big accomplishment for me because I've never played ranked before.
That that was just recently then.
Yes, that was very recent.
Yeah, when was season 14?
Season 14, I can't even remember, can't even recall off the top of my head. I know it was probably around, I want to say August from when you commented on my video.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was like probably around like before August, maybe, I think. But I know for sure I started playing around that time. And that's when I met you. And then later on in the months, I started, networking with a bunch of
Yeah.
people in your community. And it was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting, that timing, actually, now that I'm thinking about that. So yeah, if you want to share a little bit about who you are, um, the
Yeah.
floor is yours.
So growing up, I came from a rural area in the state of Arkansas, and pretty much everyone knew everybody. So it was a super small place. I didn't have very many people in my town, maybe around like 2,000 ish max. Um, and that's actually where I met my good friend Jupiter. I met him in 5th grade, but with us being as good friends as we are, people normally think that we were best friends when we were both like very little children. And I mean, we're like, no, we've been best friends since 5th grade. And he was the person who really got me more into like the Call of Duty scene. Because when I was 7, I had played Modern Warfare 2, and being a young child playing a very mature rated game, it's very toxic. Because I had like 30-year-olds like calling me all these slurs and telling me all these hurtful things, but it didn't stop me from playing the game because it was just something that I enjoyed doing. And yeah, so when I met Jupiter, we just kind of started playing the game a lot more together. And then we eventually found a clan in Call of Duty that goes by the name of XGN. And from there, I networked with some people there because they had like a little squad and branch division thing going on. It was like a super huge like community clan for a lot of people who wanted to be in it. And I met, a bunch of my friends, and it was just, one of the best moments of my life because it was like, man, these guys are like really supportive of, hanging out with me and like defending me if like somebody like says something to me. And they also like helped me with like some content ideas for my YouTube in the past. And that's why I really originally came up with Neptune. So I was XGN Neptune kid because a lot of people in my like branch slash division, um, they were either planets and they had like kid after their name. So we were like the kid squad, and then there was the planets who were also a part of the planet squad. And so me and Jupiter changed our names, and that's basically how we got our names. Um, and pretty much from there, I just kind of like left the clan just because I wanted to kind of branch out and do my own thing because there was just a bunch of strict rules that like you had to follow or you would get kicked out. And I didn't feel like being trapped into something like that anymore. So I kind of like took that big, I guess you would say, leap of faith into the solo dolo world. And I started doing more content creation. And at first it was like kind of putting me down, but I mean, I never gave up because that was something I wanted to do. I watched big YouTubers like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and a bunch of like the pros in the Call of Duty scene and like the Fortnite scene at the time. And I was like, I really want to be like this. And so I never, stopped believing that my channel would grow. I just continued and continued, even if there was like stale points in like my channel. And I just continued. And that's when I met you. And from there, uh, you've helped me grow my channel, and I'm very appreciative of that. And I'm very appreciative of a lot of the people who have subscribed to me and show me the same amount of support that you do. And I just want to say to all the people out there, that subscribe to me, I want to like thank you for being a part of the Star Fam, which I call my followers that. I just want to say thank you because all the support that you guys are showing me, it really means a lot because there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes in my life that are very difficult. Especially, experiencing that around the age of 12, and I'm now 22, almost turning 23. It's absolutely mind blowing to see all the support and love that you guys are showing, and it just keeps me motivated to keep moving on and pushing forward with my content. And that if anyone is ever going through anything mental health related or just any issue that you have, you're never alone. You always have someone to talk to, even if you think that you don't. And I'm trying to make my community into something like that, and I'm always going to be there for you. My DMs on Discord are always going to be open for those who are having, those problems and they need someone to really talk about all the things that they're going through. And yeah, that's a little bit about me because I take mental health very seriously, and it's not a joke. And to all the people that say it's a joke, they don't know what's going on in our brains, in our lives. They don't wear our shoes. They can't walk a mile in our shoes and expect, to know what's going on in our lives.
Have you had to learn how to put a fake face on?
Yes, actually, I had to learn how to do that in high school because everyone in my school was pretty much two-faced, so you couldn't really tell them anything super, sensitive or close to your heart without them going and telling everybody else. So I kind of had to put that smile on, even if nothing, was okay. But I just also want to say that it's okay to break that mask, as I call it, and break down every once in a while, because crying or like just kind of sitting there and thinking about your emotions and like why you're feeling this way is perfectly normal. It's very tough for me to admit that I had to put a fake face on, but it's something that I had to do. And I mean, do I regret it? Not really, because now look at me. I'm living my best life, or at least trying to.
Yeah, it's interesting too how like you feel like you have to put the fake face on, right? Or the other option is just explaining or trying to explain yourself to people and it will take 5 hours. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, even if you try to explain to people about how you're feeling, they still won't understand,
Exactly.
and that's perfectly understandable, because I don't want people to just fully be able to understand what I'm going through, or what anybody's going through that suffers through the same mental disorders that I go through. Um, because even though that we're going through like these mental like problems, I mean, it doesn't make us less of a human. Everyone's got their own stuff going on, and that still, doesn't make us less human than anybody else.
What do you say to the 10-year-old you right now? Um, because there's a lot of 10-year-old yous right now.
The 10-year-old me,
Yeah.
uh, I would say, look, man, life's gonna get tough, but never let that stop you, because no matter how big the obstacle in the way, there's always gonna be someone to help you over it, and never be afraid to take that help if you can get it.
What about YouTube and your channel? What's important to you with that within there?
With YouTube and my channel, I would say building that community where, like, if people are going through things and they need someone to talk about, then I'm there. I feel like that is super important, because no one is alone in this world. And I mean, everyone always says at the end of the day, the only person that can make you happy is you. But, if you absolutely need that help, there's always that help available, whether it be a friend, a parent, or just somebody that's like super close to you that you can absolutely trust. And I just want to build that community, and it's just super important, because I don't like seeing people have to like suffer through like all the stuff that they're going through, because it reminds me of me when I never had that help. And when I finally got that help, it made me realize, I can do the same thing for like these people. I can be that source of help, and like that like ear to lend if they need to like talk to somebody. And not only that, I want to be able to just continue doing what I love. And so far, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing, just pumping out montages, pumping out shorts, streaming. And I mean, the one thing that I could improve on is my accountability, because there have been times where I have missed a few days, whether it be a day for shorts or a live stream. But I mean, I'm human, I make mistakes, and I try to make up for it in any way possible on my channel. So, I mean, that's what's really important to me, whether I can make things up on my channel if I miss them, and building that community.
And you have an editor.
Yes, I do. That is, my editor is my fiance. Um, and she had just recently started up her YouTube channel, which is also linked onto my channel. And I mean, she loves doing stuff with like graphic design, and I mean, she puts in countless hours of hard work into my videos, and she just continues to like improve and improve um, every montage that she edits. And it's just absolutely insane and mind blowing to see that my content has like taken a leap forward from where it used to be. And not only does she edit my videos, she does my profile photo, my banner photo, and it's amazing what she can do.
So, if I'm correct with this, it sounds like you don't really care about the analytics. You don't care about your subscriber count. You don't care about making money. You are really wanting to network and build a platform to be there for people that have mental health challenges.
Exactly. I mean, numbers, they're temporary. They'll come and go.
Hmm.
That's how I see it. And I don't want something that's just gonna come and go. I want to be able to build that like strong community and that strong bond so that when people are going through things, then they have that community to fall back into.
Where can everybody find you, Neptune?
Everyone can find me on YouTube. It's I Neptune. You'll have to probably add like 2 E's because Neptune with 1 E was taken. And if you do look up Neptune on YouTube, be sure to look for the profile picture with a blue space cat with 2 mouths and 4 eyes. And yeah, you can find me there. And just also stay tuned for those stream days on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the videos on, I would say, Monday and no, I'm forgetting my own schedule. It's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I know. Another thing you guys need to know about me is I have bad memory issues, but the videos are Wednesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and shorts are Monday.
Yeah, and you can absolutely, obviously, find them here in the Discord as well. And then, yeah,
Yes.
I sometimes play with Neptune every once in a while. Anyways, all right, sounds good, Neptune. Anything else you want to share? Anything you want to tell the world?
Just know that when life gets hard, never let it get you down. And if it does get you down, always get back up. There's always going to be those obstacles, and there's going to be those people that are going to help you get over those obstacles. And just keep climbing and climbing until you're up at the top and you are happy with yourself and who you are happy with.